All right, here we are. Third time's a charm. Tonight's not my night, is it? First, we had the 1080p issue, and then the internet did go down because Spectrum was working on it. I called Spectrum. They said they had an outage in my area. It was a normal maintenance outage. He said it's probably done. Oh, the other stream is still up. Okay, let me make it private so people don't click on it. There's some way to manually end it. There's no way to manually end it. All right, so tell you what, I'll just make it private now. All right, that one's been privated so people don't join it. We'll hit save on this. Yeah, it says the other stream is still up, which is super weird. Welcome to my third stream of the night. I'm a busy bee. 3 streams. Wow, he must be a hard worker. We are still doing the $100 giveaway, but we are all disoriented, and that probably is going to sabotage our viewers for the night. I know how YouTube works. We will never financially recover from this. In other words, we're going to lose a chunk of viewers, and they are not coming back. Especially now that we're starting all the way at 2:15. That sucks, dude. All right, this is going to say part 3. Okay, new name, part 3. We're going to go ahead and click on this. Very nice. Let's go ahead and, once again, say that we're going live. Yes, we had a real internet outage. Is that Tammy? Tammy, you're too funny. All right, so Tammy pinged for us. Let's go ahead and continue the stream now. We're going to have to hit refresh on this as well. Oh, man, all this? Jesus, man, there's a lot of work to do 3 times. Okay, that's set up. Part 3, customization, subscriber mode, custom, duration 1 day, and 1 day. There it goes. Hit save on that. Internet company for ban. Yeah, it was not me. It was the internet company. I apologize, but I don't have a lot of control over that. All right, click on this. I think this is the new one. Do me a favor. If you guys will do me a favor and hit that like button, because we're probably going to need it. Hold on, close this. Can we refresh this? And then click on this again. Is this the one where people are actually active? No, that's the private one. I want the latest stream. How do I get the latest stream? God, dude, this is so annoying sometimes. Dude, there needs to be a way to refresh this. All right, let me close the whole app. Okay, and open it back up. Oh my gosh, is YouTube going through an update? The freaking YouTube app's going through an update. What the? Oh my God, tonight hates me. There's so much going on. All right. Well, I guess while that's updating, I'll just read off the screen. I got smacked with the private screen, says Jesse Bergstrom. You got smacked with it? What is going on here? Why is it updating the app, and why is it taking so long? Jesus, dude. When technology doesn't work, it's so annoying. It's like my iPad is stuck updating the YouTube app, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. All right, I'll just plug this in here. Dude, it's like broken. Let me try shutting it down, turn it back on. Crazy, man. You're like Trump, mister. They threw everything at you, tried shutting you down, and you still prevailed. Yeah, that guy was, he was really not trying to lose, was he? Take these down now. He was really trying to win. My birthday hour is too epic. Your birthday hour is, it overloaded all of my electronics. That's how epic it was. It's like straight out of an anime. All right, so we're turning the iPad back on in hopes of the YouTube app actually working this time, because it would stopped working. And I can just imagine it now. The stream runs nice and clearly. What is going on? The YouTube app is gone. What the fuck? Do I have to delete the app now? It's gone. The YouTube app is blacked out. What the hell? I guess I'll just delete it. Okay, we deleted it. Now let's go re-download it. I don't know. Crazy. Tonight's so glitchy, bro. This is the glitchiest night of the year. Come on, mister, put your stuff together. You know, I might still be having internet problems. That's probably what's going on. Here we go. There is an update for YouTube. The election polls ran better than this. All right, let's just see. Oh, it's a rather large update. Okay. Oh, but it's actually updating. It wasn't updating when it was on the other screen. I'll just leave this alone for a minute. So we will run without that. Crazy, man. There we go. All right, let's open it. And now let's grab this, and we're golden. Are we? No, that's still the old stream. When I go to my TheCardconomist account, oh, there it is, part 3. I found it. Okay, finally. Wow. That was really tricky, man. It really kept sending me to the old stream. Didn't want me to see the new one. Next up, we got Edwin. It's Mr. NHCC. Jen said, I won the Halo slab. Jump me in the Moltres break. There we go. All right. Whew. Got it, guys. Now we're back to it. Look how easy that was. Took a second. Look at us. We got 52 viewers. We were about to crack 90 viewers when it initially went down. See? You're so punished if your stream goes down. Everyone goes, well, that's it. I'm out of here. I don't have the patience. It's like listening to my grandpa try to program the VCR when I was a kid. Aw. Is he still around? That's a long time ago. You said some keywords for some old-timey stuff. That's a long time ago. VCR. There we go. That's a 3. And we got 1080. Let's giggity go. John Lucas, can I get Build Divide Bright 6 boxes? Whoa. He wants 6 boxes of Build Divide Bright. Let me go get them, okay? Kind of heavy, man. That's a lot of product. So I got 2 cases of Build Divide Bright, if you didn't know. That's 6. All right, we got 6. Oh, we got 6 right here. Build Divide Bright. John Lucas. There we are. Just think, if our internet didn't go down from Spectrum, if our internet didn't go down, we'd already be done with this order, and we'd probably have 100 viewers by now. That's pretty poo-poo, isn't it? All right. Okay, bright light boxes. Those are real popular. Easy Bake. We had bright light box with our grandparents. I have no grandparents left. Yeah, that's tough stuff, man. My grandparents are still alive on my dad's side. I hope I got their genes. They're in their 80s. My grandma's like 85 or something. TVs used to be so low to the ground. Now they are high on the wall. That's right. Okay. Look at all these packs, man. I thought it was the Russians. No, I had an internet outage in my area. I called Spectrum and they said you have an internet outage in your area. They were doing maintenance, which he said takes about 15 minutes and then it's over. All right. They must get so many calls like that. Tell my wife, the guy on the phone told me to tell my wife to add my phone to the account and then to have my phone receive notifications when that stuff is going to happen. They took HBO off my cable today. We are not happy. You've got cable? Who the heck are you? Do you live in a hotel? Who's got cable in 2024? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh my God. Cable. He says, mine made it into their 90s. Nice, dude. I hope to make it into my 90s. My headset just went from 50% to dead. Aliens. There we go. Ghosts. My connection stinks for live performances. I have it along with streaming. Oh. Weird. Cable television. That's crazy, bro. Cable television. There we go. All right, here goes. Cute girls. That's cute. Here's a cute boy. Okay, here's a girl. Anime girls. We're just looking for Siggies and stuff. Full art, sexy girls. Konnichiwa. Build Divide Bride is similar to Weiss. This is my dress-up darling. So wait, is Build Divide the company name? You're saying this is dress-up darling. Is that more specific? They are. I have dish coming tomorrow, actually. Dish? Like a dish of fish? Okay. All right. Cute girl. She's got a beanie. Here's a holo. All right. There we go. Build Divide Bride is the company. Yes, on the back of the card, you'll see that says for the anime, My Dress Up Darling. I may need to call this My Dress Up Darling. What's My Dress Up Darling all about? Obviously, cute anime girls wearing cute outfits. Okay, here's a girl. Here's a girl. Here's a girl. You're right. Build Divide. Here we are. Okay. A dish of fish for commish if you wish. Lamb line. Oh, you. Hold on. Let me see what we actually called it in the menu. We just called it Build Divide Bright. That's so funny. I'm going to call it BDB. BDB. My Dress Up Darling. All right. It's correctly named now. BDB. We're not going to call it Build Divide Bright because that is way too long. How did you like my Pikachu DS? It was cool. So, how do these work? That's a Square Enix. That's fascinating. That's BB. Oh, that's SR. That's R, right? Is that what I'm seeing? So this is more rare. That's SR. That's R. This is SR. R. SR. R. So these special heart holographic cards are a higher rarity called SR. Okay, she's looking pretty submissive and breedable here, so this is going to receive a sleeve. It came with the promo CD to help people to try to sell it on eBay. What? All right, what are you talking about? I recognize these holofoils. The style. I've seen them in other sets. Would you rather see numbered Pokemon or signature cards? Personally, probably the numbered ones. There we go. Because you can always get the signature is not as valuable as a numbered, in my opinion. Signatures are fun, though. Yeah, if you get a one of one like Charizard or something. All right, here's this. Here's this. Looks like he's been smacked. That's an SR. All right. Very cute. Cutesy wootsy. The Pikachu DS on eBay. Sell it for a high price in bad shape. What? Nuh-uh. You're tricking me, bro. You're always tricking me. Oh. Okay, so I'm under the impression there's quite a few nice pulls in this set. Look at that, guys. Very lovely. Very sugoi. It's so sugoi. There's 21 signatures in this set alone. Okay, okay. Well, this would have been a nice pull for Halloween. Learning stuff, learning. Mine is bent. Okay, let's snip this. Let's snip this. Let's snip this. Let's snip this. And snip this. Come on. I'm excited for Squid Game Season 2. I saw the trailer. It looked kind of boring. I was a really big fan of Squid Game 1. I thought it was excellent. I give it a great out of great. You should definitely watch Squid Game 1. And then Squid Game 2 trailer was released. The sneak peek didn't really look like it was, showing us anything, too interesting. They're back at it again. He told them, we got to end the game. And the other guys are like, nah, keep it going. And there was the boss guy was watching again. This is an SR Plus. Oh, okay. So there's an SR Plus rarity. Okay. Now we know. Yeah, it sure looked like Squid Game. Okay, this is SR. Okay. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Here's this guy with the rose in his mouth. Oh, please. She's not into any broke boys. This guy's clearly a broke boy. Here's a holo. These girls with the hats. Here's a holo. I have a Charizard V-Star Black Label. A third high Siggy from the set. Sold for 600. Okay. Uh-huh. There's too many of these. I don't want to sleeve it each time. This is considered SSR, just like the previous one. What are they do? Now, wait a second. It wasn't focused on the card. That was so weird. It blurred the card a little bit. Can we? Nah, that still doesn't work, huh? Can't get too close with the camera. But now we can do one of these. Ta-da! How nice is that? So zoom has been returned to us. We can zoom again. Is it worth regrading a black label for gold on CGC? Regrading a black label for gold. No. Not even slightly. Because the gold label is a pristine grade. It's a lower rarity. There you are. Oh, I have to check the backs of those, don't I? My bad. We're about to do that. Mister, did you or Quip watch Melendez Brothers show? No, something like their parents abused them and then they killed their parents in self-defense. Is that what the argument is? I think I heard something like that. Oh, yeah. She's like, smooch. They're locked up unlawfully. People are like, let them free. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, but they were lying. The Mendez brothers were lying, or who was lying? The people in the show are lying? Who's lying? I want to know. I don't like being lied to. All right, yeah, recheck all this. Okay, it's the upper half of it wasn't checked. Maybe I'm lying. The brothers. There are some high Siggies in the set. The parents supposedly never touched them. Ah, interesting. Those freaking liars, bro. They're dangerous. Can't trust them. Killers, really. They're killers. There we go. They probably voted for Trump. Okay. Maybe I'm lying. Do you still have that Venusaur Rainbow PSA 9? Says Brendan Anastasia. Rainbow as in Topps Rainbow? I might. There's actually a good chance that I do, because right now we have so many slabs, it's unbelievable. All right, so far we've gotten 2 really interesting pulls. Sexy Witch and Sexy Girl doing the other girl's bunny ears or something like that. Okay, that's 2 so far. And now, brought to you by Cardconomist, 3 more boxes of Build, Divide, Bright, My Dress Up Darling. There you go. Mister, do people in jail, prison get to vote? I don't think they do. Do you think they should? Here we are. So, the Democrats, especially Bernie Sanders, 2 elections ago, he was campaigning for felons to be able to vote from jail. He was campaigning on that. And he was in a town hall meeting with CNN being the host. And the CNN news anchor said, well, what about the Boston bombers, the Boston Marathon bombers? If you let felons vote, would they get to vote for the next president too? And Bernie Sanders deflected. He didn't say, no, we wouldn't let them vote. He just said, well, you know, protecting democracy is hard or something like that, right? And so it was a really, really egregious moment, because it's like, dude, your CNN anchor just cut down your idea like in a half second. Like, you're gonna let the mass shooters vote? People who commit mass murders, mass atrocities, they're gonna vote? And there's a real reason why he had suggested that felons need to be allowed to vote. The reason why is because the study shows felons vote like insanely high toward the Democrat Party. So for the Democrats, getting that group of people voting helps them win elections. So that's just what they do. It doesn't really matter if it's good or bad for the country. They just want those votes. The other thing they introduced at the same time was the right for 16-year-olds to vote. They said, we need to lower the voting age to 16. Who do you think 16-year-olds vote for? Yup, it's the Democrat Party. And it tells you a lot about, you know, number one, why they would push so hard for it. It's not because they're unbiased. It's because they're extremely biased. The other thing is, you should wonder why it is 16-year-olds want to vote for that group. All right. It was a very gross time period. I hate hearing that kind of stuff. I was like, ew, dude. What are you talking about? Boston Bomber Marathon guys are going to vote just so your party can win? Like, what the hell? That's some nasty stuff. All right. Yeah, you couldn't answer the question. Yo, mister, you should look if you can get some Full Metal Alchemist from the Build Divide series. That's a vintage but beloved series. You know what's funny? My wife was just asking about Full Metal Alchemist cards. She's like, are there Full Metal Alchemist cards? All right. Is it too cold for boat season? No, not really. You could definitely take your boat out if you wanted. I think it's like 61 degrees out where I live. Yeah, you can take your boat out in 60-degree weather. Nobody does, though, unless the weather's real nice. We're going to sell all our boats. All the boats are getting sold. We're going to sell all our boats, and then we're probably going to sell all our homes. And then we're going to roll all that money over into a better home somewhere. That's probably what we're going to do next. All right, what we got? Here we are. Oh. Ta-da. It's 16 to vote in the UK, unfortunately. So 16-year-olds vote in the UK. Man, dude. 16-year-olds are like too young, dude. They can't even pick a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You're not that smart at 16. I wasn't smart at 16. You're too inexperienced with the world. How many 16-year-olds have a deep interest in finance, you know, global politics, foreign policy? How many kids have an interest in, like, psychology and, you know, picking out leaders that are going to be proficient in pushing the country's interests forward, and taxes? What do 16-year-olds know about paying taxes? Nothing. Is it really 16 in the UK? That's nuts, dude. Here we are. Very impressionable. Well, yeah, I mean, what 16-year-olds will generally vote for is free stuff. Free stuff and sort of like, I don't know, generally liberal policy. So it's like if you said something really disagreeable, like, get these jerkwads out of here, 16-year-olds would be like, what? No, what? That's mean. Oh, hold on. We did that thing again, didn't we? Bring this back. We are. Looking for your... here it is. 16-year-old can't handle that. You become grumpy enough to do that when you're older. And the older you get, the better you are at it. The older you get, the more you realize the world pushes down on you and you have to push back, right? Like companies that want to take your money, companies that want to, you know, they've done something like ran your credit card twice or some crap like that, and you have to fight them to prove that they did. Or the government, you know, they did your taxes wrong. You have to fight real hard or everyone just kind of, you know, does little cuts and wounds to you. And when you're 16, you don't understand that. You still got like your baby feathers. You can't fly yet. But you can vote. You won 2K from Robinhood? I'm pissed. The app gave me errors for my deposits, and it actually went through. Dope. What do you mean? You mean like you tried to withdraw too early? I haven't touched it. They said the payout is in January. It says the payout for the bet is going to be paid out on January 1st. And so I haven't tried to close out my position or anything, whatever it's called, because the payout's in January, I believe. I've never done it all before. I gambled in multiple ways, though. I bought some of that Donald Trump stock, the DJT Trump stock, and I sold it at $44 per stock. They also reported earnings that day. Did you know that? So the earnings for the third quarter was like this abysmally low $1 million, and it experienced $19 million in losses. $1 million of profit, $19 million in losses. So after it hit that really high price, and I think the top price was 48. After it hit 48, I knew it was probably about time to sell because the elections were nearing to a close. I sold it, and the stock's now down to 33. It was a meme stock. I was adding to my Roth IRA an account, but instead of one deposit, it was 5. Oh, yeah? Oh, so you said you were using the app and you had some unrelated issue where you over-deposited. That's funny. All right. I'm happy. My investments in the stock market are doing well for the year. I looked at the 1 year time period and it's doing just fine. Outperforming the interest on my home right now. There we go. All right. Very good. What's the best trading app in the USA? It's probably not Robinhood. I just happen to use it because that's what I got comfortable with. Man, look at our view count. That's terrible. We got 70 viewers. That's because we had to reset the stream 3 times, guys. Whoa, look at that. Is that an SSR? Very nice. That's so sad, man. We had a major internet crash. We had to reset our stream 3 times. Did we check this? Yeah, we checked. Oh, here we go. All right. I had a feeling like we didn't check it right. I went from being a heroin addict to opening up a Roth IRA. Is that true? Are you just being silly or you really mean that? Good for you, man. There you go. We're looking for a signature in one of the back cards. Nice, Pokey my balls. There we are. There's Peanut the squirrel. Nuts out for Peanut. I think Peanut the squirrel was the reason Trump won. Nobody's talking about it. He's the real reason. You know, all these analysts, all these news analysts are trying to, you know, figure out exactly why Trump won or why Kamala did so badly. We all know why. It was Peanut. He was up in heaven, and he was, you know, praying for God's influence in the election. He said, the lady who killed me, the lady who got me and the raccoon killed, my raccoon friend, she was voting Kamala Harris. And so we're going to have Trump win. That's what happened, guys. The squirrel decided the outcome of the election from heaven. I know that's what happened. My tarot cards and my tea leaves told me. Yep. 2 years for me. I need more money, though. There we go. No serious, 10 years sober. Nice, dude. Here we are. Very good. All right. Holo. 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 What? Here's a holo. Let's see what this is. The ghost of Peanut and Shinzo Abe helped Trump win. I saw Shinzo Abe. I saw that meme. How sad. You know, Shinzo Abe, he was considered a conservative in Japan. That's what he was. So he's kind of like Trump in that regard. They're both conservatives. And he was assassinated with a homemade gun, shot in broad daylight. How insane is that? A society that completely banned guns still managed to shoot a president to death with a homemade gun. Really crazy day. We are. Have sex. Shinzo Abe. Gone too soon. Yeah. It's nice not having that scratchy... What anymore? What are you saying? 17 years unsober. She's probably not sober tonight. I wouldn't be. I'd be like, all right, guys, let's rock out with my weenie out. I'd be drinking some wine, being like, now I don't even have to run the whole country. No problem. She didn't seem like the kind of person who would have loved running the country either. You know what I mean? There you go. She seems like a soccer mom almost. There we go. She doesn't seem power hungry. She just seems kind of like, you know what I mean? All right. The Scratchy Monkey, a.k.a. Addiction. Oh. Never heard of that one. All right. There we go. So you opened 6 boxes, and I noted that you pulled 3 special cards. We're going to show those cards off, and then you got an enormous amount of supporter cards. She's jamming out with their clam out. Yeah, something like that. Honestly, again, I doubt that she's, bemoaning the fact that she doesn't get to be in charge of the country right now. She's like, oh, I really wanted to. She's probably more like, well, nice retirement for me now. Very good. Look at this. Ooh. Okay, John Lucas. Very good. Like a poor fitting wool sweater. And let's see. Grab this. Ugh. Well, your box is about to be full. I'm going to send for the Venusaur Rainbow. Was it 140? I can't remember. Brandon Anastasia, could you remind me what it even was? Was it a Rainbow Tops card? And how long ago was it on the table? Do you remember? Was it here like yesterday, or is it like a week ago? There is a sexy Santa outfit in this set too. What? I want a sexy Santa outfit. All right, there we go. I'll write you down as JL. JL. These bags are going in your box, so it's not a big deal. But just having that little abbreviation should help. Topps Rainbow PSA 9. About a week ago, I saw it on the table. Let me check and see if I can find it very quickly then from right here. Ow. Ugh. Is it in the, you better check the Slabs channel in Discord, okay? Check the Slabs channel in Discord, will ya? Let's see, I think I remember it. Not sure anyone bought it, but you never know. A lot of slabs go pretty fast on this table. I don't think anyone bought it, though. All right, lots of slabs there. Was in the second stack from the right when it was on the table. There we go. Yeah, by now it's likely rotated out. It's got to be in that. It's got to be in the Slabs channel in Discord, or else I don't know if it's gonna which box it's gonna be in. Currently, we have an abysmally large number of slabs to rotate through, so it would be a good idea to know where it is. That was a really big order. Let's try Graham Nielsen. Can I have 10 Korean Blue Sky Stream? You got it, Graham Nielsen. Mr. Graham Blue Sky Stream. He wanted 10 of them. Check in the table. Well, it wouldn't be on the table if it's a week old. It'd be gone from the table. All right, give me a minute here. I know I had more Blue Sky Stream laying around somewhere. I think it was in an odd spot. I'd like to get that first if possible. Is this it? Yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I need a new bag. I see it in Discord. It was 150. All right, you can send in for it. Let me go grab this. All right. Here we are. Grab this. So we are back up to 74 viewers. That's nice. We are missing a lot of viewers after our stream crashed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's really sad. So sad. YouTube probably got tired of me resetting the stream. Does that girl still help you? I forgot her name. Alexis? Yeah, she was in today doing the shipping. I'm teaching her eBay listing. It's real slow. Here we are. She's very unfamiliar with like pricing cards. I was talking to my wife about it, and she was telling me that I don't understand, or I don't appreciate how much knowledge I've developed over the years from doing this for so long. Here's Trevenant. So apparently I'm really good at what we do here. Oh, Volcarona. Here's this guy here. Gyarados. Cold. Holo. Cold. Holo. You know, I'm wondering if the reason we're not getting as many viewers is because the other stream is like still up somehow. You know, it recommended that stream to me when I was looking through my own account. Let me see if I can just delete that stream. You gotta wonder, you know. Yeah, it's the other one's still active. I'm gonna delete it. I should have done that at the very start. I'm so stupid. Delete this. Because YouTube thinks I'm running 2 streams at the same time. What a mess. I'm not ordering because I might get sniped through a late PayPal order. All right, so we're deleting the other stream to make sure it's not messing with the way this stream is shown off to people. Streamception. It's a stream within a stream. There we go. All right, so that was for our friend Graham Nielsen, the guy who is brand new. Very good. Okay, Graham Nielsen. Maybe in this box. Nope. Maybe in this box. Okay. If she's not taking notes, asking questions, or being hands-on, I think she won't last. Oh, she's this close to being let go. I'm messing with you guys. You guys are silly. No, she's fine. She's doing a great job. Here we are. Here's Ho-Oh. I think her biggest challenge is probably just getting more hours. I think she has a really short window to actually come over and work because she has to take care of her child. She's got a baby, and the baby's really young. It's like 1 year old. So that, you know, the baby's always got to have somebody on board to watch her. So I think that's the biggest roadblock. Jennifer Yap, hot spot in the Moltres. Oh, hot. By the way, look at the Jigglypuff. Only 3 spots left. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Jennifer Yap. There, go there and help. Then go there and help. Damn useless kids. That's why I love cats. Haha. Yeah, but cats only live for like 14 years, and they don't take care of you when you get old. A kid is an investment for when you're a grandma and grandpa, and you will be that age. Okay, we've got an order from Tris Yap. Birthday gift for Miss Jennifer. What? What is this? What? Is this just store credit to Jen Yap from Tris? Aww. And it is $388. Ta-da! My cat is 17 years old. Nice. I had a cat bring me a dead bird once. Does Jen see this? That's a lot. What? Tris Yap, I believe, is Jennifer Yap's sister. My cat always brought me dead squirrels and then ate the brains. It was awesome. Brr. I tell you what, I'll bump it up to 400. There it goes. There you go, Jen. That's psycho. All right. Now, we've got not a long queue today. We only have 67 viewers. It's a travesty. We have very few viewers. We should have way more. This is the punishment for what happened. YouTube does this. When your YouTube channel crashes and you try to restream it, it's like people just don't come back. And I don't know if it's because YouTube's not willing to push the notification over and over, or if the people just, they're like, well, he's gone, I'm going to bed. It's one or the other. But yeah, we have an abysmal viewing tonight. So sad. It's just depressing. Looks like Mr. Chucky will get on twice. Is that right? Lucky day for you, man. Okay. Wow. Here's Lindsay's Pichu. Okay. So we got 4 more spots to hand out for that giveaway. All right. And now, Jennifer Yap, 2 Divide Bright. I think she wants 2 Divide Bright boxes. So I got to go get 2 Divide by Bright boxes. Let's see. Where are they? 1, 2. By the way, I can't find my Charizard box topper. Where the heck did I put that guy? He was going to be in my video that I made earlier. 3-minute short. So, don't get hamsters. I bought a hamster from the mail cage. Brought it home 3 days later. It had 7 babies. Well, it's explainable why. They accidentally put a female in the male cage. Oops. You couldn't tell it wasn't a male? The male hamsters dragged some nasty, ugly balls behind them. So yucky, dude. Female hamsters for the win. They're way cuter. There we go. All right. Is Mr. assuming the hamster's gender? That's not right. All right, there we go. Both of these. That'd be funny if we had a hamster on the table. How cute would that be? There you go. Imagine we had a bit of a zoomed out view and we had like a spot where a hamster hung out while we were opening cards. All right. If male hamsters think they can have babies. What? There you go. All right, all right. What's the smallest pet you can buy? Like a goldfish, maybe? Imagine we had a goldfish bowl on the table. No, I don't think a goldfish would like all the table slamming. Maybe... I mean, you can get a pet insect, but insects are too gross. There we go. Sea monkeys. No. Ant colony. Actually, an ant colony on the table would be cool. What if we had an ant colony about the size of a slab? That'd be neat. Ant colony the size of a slab. All right. You guys ever get tired of looking at these slabs? What if we had like a really backed up view like that? Is that better? Or like this even? Is that better? We have more of a zoomed in view. Ready? Here's this. That's an SR plus. I feel like with the zoomed in view, you get a better look at these slabs that are for break and for sale. This is better. Anything I can do to improve the view? Like, what do you think would make this table look nicer? You don't actually even see much of the table. You just see the slabs. Here's a holo. Okay. Change. I think it would be interesting if we had like some booster pack top loaders and I had one stack on the table not be slabs, but it was actually booster packs. How cool would that be? Would that be neat? And the booster packs always had like a price tag on them, so that we would rotate through booster packs and you could like pick one out to buy. You'd say, how much is that booster pack in the window? We need a foot camera. Foot camera. Toe cam. There we go. We need a face camera. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know if having a camera on my face for like 7 hours sounds that appealing, to be honest. Oh. Maybe that's why I'll never be as big as PokeRev. Pamela Anderson, poster in the background. Now, what is this? SR Plus? That's SR Plus. Plus. Tee! Oh my gosh. She's giggling. Uh-huh. 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 Nobody likes PokeRev and his fake reactions. Fake. Phony. The fake news media. I knew it. He's fake. He's phony. Doo-doo. Scooby-doop-beep-doop-beep-doopity-boop-boo. Hey, look at that. We deleted the other stream, right? There were two streams running at the same time. The glitched one and this one. And I deleted the other one, and now we're up to 84 views. Oh my gosh. All this time, I probably needed to delete that other stream. I'm so stupid, dude. I bet YouTube wasn't advertising this stream at all because it thought the other stream was the one to advertise or something. Here we are. Let's see. Or maybe it just has some method of working where it's like this one was blocked. Do you have any slabs around $400? Oh, you know it, Jen. I got all kinds of slabs around $400. Here we are. I'm about to show Jen my slab collection. Here we are. Let's see. Oh. Oh. So nice. You're telling me people were still in those streams still hoping. No, but maybe the algorithm didn't know to advertise this stream at all because it thought there was no need. Right? Because people don't know that I'm live unless they check or if YouTube tells them. Like they log onto YouTube and they go, oh, look at that. TCC stream is in my feed. All right, now check this out. I'd love to show you my slabs. Miltank, Tyranitar. There, that's Gengar 9. There's a Sad Umbreon. Here's a Totodile 10. That's kind of cool. These are just some that haven't been priced yet. I need to price these. Ooh, this is a cool one. Squirtle Deck Jigglypuff. That's cool. This Imakuni Corner. Nidoran 10. Chikorito 10. I'm just going to give these all away for free. Here's Venomoth, Pidgeotto. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Ponyta 10. That's nice looking. That's a crazy looking War Turtle. So those are the slabs that have not been priced yet. Got to price those up. They're from the previous return. They still haven't been priced. All right. Let me go ahead and put these into a bag. And then let's grab our other box. I actually have a card you might be interested in. I was showing it off earlier. And it was a Hitmonlee Legendary Collection. And basically, because he didn't go up in price very much, we're just going to let him go. And you might be interested in that, but you might not like Hitmonlee. But you know what? He's one of those legendary collection cards where if I put him in a break, people be like, "Get me in that break! Quick! Stop the count!" This one, this one right here. Here it is. Hitmonlee. Hebe. And it says here, we're going to add a price tag to this guy of 5 honeys. There we go. All right. Yeah. He's definitely not a common thing that I offer on the table. How often do I offer any? How often do I offer any legendary collection? One thing you could be interested in, by the way, this thing's been moving super fast. That's the Jungle First Edition box break. You'll notice, see all these starting with Michael Moore? Those are all new. Oh no, starting with Tammy? Those are all new. This occurred in like 3 days. Okay, so that's an option. Now, let's take a quick look at some of my rare cards. Let's see, where are the good ones I was holding back just for Jennifer? Oh, here they are. Now, they're not all for sale, but some of them are for sale. So some of these are just for breaks, because I need to have break cards. You could probably buy the Charizard if you'd like. Here's a Gengi. You will want to be in that come time. Well, I have the serial number. I'm trying to buy that exact card back. Which card? There's an Eevee. That's pretty cool. This Cloud. He's Wave 1 Cloud. That's pretty neat. This Dark Slowbro. He's pretty cool. He's solid. He's one of those WotC era cards. Oops. Bumped the screen. Mudkip. He's to be saved for breaks. This very fancy Error Gyarados, 3,500. Here's a Cradilly with the green label for 400, but he's Cradilly. Sneasel, Azumarill, Hypno. Okay. Here's Blasty Boy. That's not for sale. That's not for. This is going to be in the girl box eventually. $1,200 Deoxys. This Gardevoir is nice. Okay, we got a checklist. Alright, I have limited numbers of super awesome rare cards. Electric, Slackoth, he's pretty cool. He's 440. Okay, here's Mickey Mouse, here's Thickwick, here's Venusaur, Dusclops, Electivire. Here's a real pretty one. He's more than 400 though, the Shaman. We can price check him to see what he is today. He might be cheaper. He might be more expensive. And here's a couple more. So that's one box of rare cards. It's not all of them, but those are all definitely for sale. When it comes to the price, we have to double check the price. The prices are supposed to be updated for November. At this point, they're going to be updated for December. It's ridiculous. There's too many slabs to price. I sold a PSA 10 Gengar Mimikyu. I actually pulled and graded with you. Regret it, but I want the exact card back. Willing to pay a reward for anyone who finds it. There we go. You're not going to find that. No way, bro. So many choices. Well, I got some more for you, Jen. So, this Omastar's for sale. Flygon, Snorlax. He's solid. You might already own one of these. This really rare Nidoking from Evolutions. It's Evolutions. This lovely overpriced Gyarados. Here's a Mr. Mime. This one's not for sale. It's just for showing off. Here's another Mr. Mime. So these fancy Mr. Mimes are vending a card, and they graded 10. How nice. Dusclops. This cheaper Nidoking. He got cheaper over time. Here's Nidoking. This is the English version. He's not cheaper. Here's a nice Wigglytuff for $3.90. You probably just want to get into that Wigglytuff break, though. Oops. All right, we got Myena Groudon. And the rest of those are for breaks. All right. So those are some rares. We have a couple more rares here. All right, ready? That one will be snatched. The Hitmonlee. Nothing that's legendary collection will last. Here's a nice one that's exactly 400. The Zapdos base set. Shiny Raichu. An affordable Dragonite. Here's Gardevoir. You know, if I sold a couple of those Dragonites, my car would be paid for. How crazy is that? Those Dragonites worth a car. Gengar. Yeah, that one is for sale. Here's Houndoom, Dark Blastoise, Magneton, this Princely Merlin 2 Ash Prism. I'd lower the price on that for you if you wanted that. He's only pop 2. He's really rare. He's only pop 2. He is very, very rare. This cute Vulpix. Here's Typhlosion. Some more Dusclops. I'm a big Dusclops fan. We got Mew and Snorlax over here. LMAO pop 2 million. I sold a PSA 10 Gengar. Already read that. Here's Gardevoir, Dark Slowbro, Electivire, Hitmonlee, Dark Dragonite, Shiny Mewtwo, and Bandai Starters 9. Again, the prices on these all have to be updated. Some of them are really old. Prices can really fluctuate. They can go way down. They can go way up. You know, it's just how the nature of the card market's really crazy, really hectic. There's no rules. All right. What'd you think of all that? And now let's go over here. So this is the Topps box. You're going to see some Topps cards now. Nice Wigglytuff. That's actually Wave 4 Wigglytuff. Check that out. How crazy is that? Okay, so some of these are super rare. Like this is Pop 4, this Mr. Mime. So I'm in no rush to sell these. That's a Spectra Gengar. Here's a Wave 2 Gengar. And notice how he's not a Topps Chrome. That's really crazy, isn't it? To think about. This Rainbow Gyarados Pristine 10. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's for sale. We got the checklist. Another Wave 2 Gengar. Pricey Dragonite. This Tentacruel. About to clock out 11 hours. Really? 11 hours? That's a lot of hours, man. A lot of stuff in here. Just thought I'd show this off in case you ever saw something you wanted. We could take a look at the price. That's a fancy Mewtwo. One thing to note about the cards is when they're not Topps Chrome and they're graded 10, that's really hard to pull off. This one's crazy, dude. He's Wave 4 and Rainbow. Gotta be Pop 1. There's no way there's another one of those. No way. Rainbow, Wave 4. Insanity. Some lovely Charmanders. This one suggests he's around 480. Okay, so if you like Topps Chrome at all. And there we have it. There's a little Vaporeon over there. That's kind of nice. So I have shown you the expensive cards in the boxes. There also might be some in the actual Discord server under the All Slabs channel. Did you see anything interesting? You can also just save that money because if it's $400, that's 10 breaks. So you can get into a break 10 times. Maybe it will be an extra lucky 10 spots. You never know. Slabs are really difficult, aren't they? There's just too many to choose from, and they're all so pricey. There we go. All right. How much is the Topps Mew slab? I would like to probably sell that together with the Mewtwo, and they would be pricey. Can you give me a lot of Pokemon cards? I'm your big fan. I just got a funny note from someone. Jennifer, yeah, 1 pack of Pokemon Topps movie to celebrate my B-Day. All right. Let's see. Here we are. One of these. Ta-da! 60-hour weeks to support my habit. Yeah. It's not a bad habit as long as you're getting something out of it, because you're having fun. And later, when you want to, you can try to sell them, and hopefully they've gone up. Some of them really do. Come on, dude. Ah, there we go. I like to use the scissors on these packs, you know. All right, what do we got here? Look at this. You see this, Jen? 0 sticking at all. That's why those cards are so good. You could buy out that whole box. You might pull, you know, 25 good holos to grade. Maybe like 10 of those grade 10. You never know, but that was perfect. It's super good. You can even buy one of these booster packs to leave sealed, because these are the special international packs, which is probably why they have no stickiness. I mean, look at that. 0 stickiness to each other at all. We are. Okay. All right. They definitely printed these better. I don't know what made them so different. They're just way better. Wow. I know, you're not used to it. Those are international Topps packs, and I tend to hoard them. I do not tend to sell them. So I've got these all stored up because I don't want to sell them. They're too good. But we're out of Topps product, so I said we got to get some kind of Topps product onto the menu. We can't have no Topps product. That would be crazy. So that's for Miss Jen. Here you go, Jen. Yes, there are less cards than usual. That's right. So in the international packs, there's only a couple of the common cards, but it's not even a big deal because, to tell you the truth, there's like 1 million of those common cards. That's why we have a Topps pull box. This guy right here, look at this. So, I mean, there's just so many. There's like endless Topps commons. Really what matters is those perfect holos, man. That's what matters. The ones that are perfectly not sticky. That's where all the value is. Because you can just pull a card and it can grade 10. There's some really good cards in that set. Okay, let's see. Payment from so-and-so is being processed. A payment of $1. Mr. Mohammed Faisal. Mr. Faisal, is he here? Let's click on this. We have a Michael Moore order. Moltres Break. 2 boxes of Build Divide Bright. Wow. Build Divide Bright is definitely a heavy seller. I just don't understand anime. I need to stop and watch all of the anime. Here you go, Mr. Michael. All right. So this will go right into here. Moltres is out up to 5 out of 13. The Moltres Break ended up being more expensive than I thought, because as it turns out, this card is no longer cheap. He is rising in price. He always was expensive. He used to cost $1,000. Did you know that? This card used to be $1,000. Then he like crashed down to $200, but he is up from there now. It's really interesting. He is up from that number. 5 out of 13 filled, guys. So Build Divide Bright, the set that keeps selling. Bliat. Mister, that's like saying I'm going to read all the book. There's more anime than grains of sands at the beach. Well, I guess. I don't know. But like this Keiju number 8, that's selling through. People are buying it. They're actually buying a lot of it. I've got no clue what it is. And I'm like, this got to be popular. And Build Divide Bright, Dress Up Darling. I got no clue. All right, ready? Do you have any older PSA 10 Sharpedos? That's really niche. I don't have any Sharpedos that I can think of. There we go. All right. How's it going tonight, guys? We have less viewers than usual tonight. Our stream crashed. We lost all our viewers. It actually crashed not once, it crashed 2 times. We had to reset our stream twice, and there was like a long wait time, like a half-hour wait time in between, and we lost our viewers for sure. Our first stream had like almost 90 viewers, and so we are probably missing... It's 3 a.m. We're probably missing about 30 viewers. We would normally be about 100, 110 right now. That's good for you guys who are still here because we're still handing out that $100 card. So it just means less competition for you guys. Great, Kamala was fired. Case number 8 is a monster action anime. It's like Attack on Titan mixed with Dragon Ball. What? That sounds so good, bro. 2 shows I never watched. Never watched Attack on Titan. And I never watched Dragon Ball. Here we are. Maybe you guys can come over to my place for fun. And what we'll do is have an anime night. And you guys can make me watch anime. There we go. He's watching it right now. You need Starlink. Yeah, I'm getting Starlink, bro. That is an interesting thought. I wonder if I could get Starlink and just have it active all the time. And then if my main internet ever goes down, like even one time, my phone can just swap over to Starlink and it's not a problem. Like, think about that. Think about how much money I lose when my internet goes down for like a day or something. I miss one stream. It's a lot. You know, it easily covers the cost of a month of internet. But I don't know if it covers like a whole year. That's the only downside. We are. A Mr. Party with baby oil and pokies. I don't know about all that. You're getting real specific. Konnichiwa. Look at this girl, man. You are. If a girl had a nose that small in real life, it would look ghoulish. It wouldn't look sexy at all. It would be like, ooh, what happened to your nose? There you go. All right. With your business and volume, it's insane if you don't. I don't know if it's insane if I don't, but yeah, I really take a hit if I miss a stream like that. It's one of the reasons I haven't been on vacation. Oh, that reminds me, you know, I'm really thinking about this project I'd like to do. I'd like to start up a second Google account, and then I'd like to open up something called Pokistan Marketplace. Here we are. And have it be another YouTube account. We are. All right. No decimal means no boogers. Win-win. I'm buying Ether to the moon, says Uncle Mike. I hope it works out for you. I know Donald Trump promised to buy crypto. He didn't specify which crypto though, right? So I would definitely take that with a little of a careful. I would look at that carefully, right? I would hesitate because what I could see Trump doing, I could see Trump saying we're making the very first American crypto coin, and America's going to buy that. I could see him doing that, and you know, because he's making Trump coin and all that, so he's familiarizing himself with those ideas. Konnichiwa. Here we are. I'm buying Ether. I don't mind the 11 or 12 p.m. starts. There we go. There we go. Do 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 do. You must be in Australia, mate. They already let you use satellites for calls during emergencies, but I don't know if YouTube counts. All right, let's see. Did I check the backs of those? No, I'm so dumb. There we go. All right, better. Is the Siggies on the back card mixed into the bulk? No, I've been checking. Haven't I? Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, mister, I bought in when it was 2,100. I own 450 in Ether currently. God damn it. Stop moving. These cards, man. I'm up on Bitcoin. I have some Bitcoin. When I heard about Trump saying he was going to do that thing, I thought, well, probably what the United States government would purchase is Bitcoin. But I don't actually know what the U.S. government will do. Oh, like I think if the government actually says what they're going to buy, it's going to pump before they buy it. So I don't think he'll actually announce when they buy it or what they intend to buy. They could buy Ethereum. They could buy Bitcoin. Those are the two that come to mind, really. But I think that what Trump would probably prefer to do is make up an American federal coin. That's what he'll want to do. Just think about his personality type. He doesn't like to follow what everyone else is doing. He got to make his own thing and say, hey, this is U.S. Fed coin, and we're offering this. We're not going to get rid of the dollar, but we're offering this as a thing you can buy and hold. That's my theory. There we go. I have my foot in the door. There we go. That would be horrible if they put the Siggy on the back card. They do that. Yeah, they do that. We already caught one. All right, Michael Moore, Mr. Michael. So you got all these. You got one lovely SSR. Yeah, they're called SSRs. Trump is making a position for Elon called Doge. Elon once vouched for Dogecoin. Might be done. Nah, he's not going to make a position called Doge. And I think Elon's stupid if he keeps pumping Doge but doesn't control or own it. Why would he do that? He has so much power and influence, and he's pumping somebody else's crypto. So I think him and Elon should get together and make an American crypto coin the first federal crypto coin. That's what they should do. And it'll be like a coin that the government can't print, and the government backs it. That's what they should do. That'll go to the moon, dude. I'll buy tons of that. If they make that, I'll buy like all year long. I'll buy it. There we go. So let's get a little rotate here. U.S. government coin is the Haktua coin. Oh no, I pray not. Okay, Halo. Scyther 10, very nice. PSA 8 Pikachu Premium Collection. And Cardos 9 Scyther. I notice, as time passes by, people buy like this card up. See this lovely Scyther? This is vending Scyther. So he's not selling right now, but eventually he will get bought up, right? Or I'll have to load up the live customs one day or the Holo Shuffles. He'll get bought up. These cards will rotate over and over and over again. It takes a while, especially like this pricier 9. Those just take a while to sell, man. All right, cool, man. 30 years from now, you got Haktua coin? That's some vintage crypto, brother. I'm eating ramen noodle mixed with a can of tuna and tables of mayo with Ritz cracker and hot sauce. All right, so let's set this here into the store credit bag. Lovely. I know you guys saw me pick this up, so you're like, we got to go ahead and... But you're right. Hathim made it in. Hathim. All right. We're going real slow on this. We'll reveal the winner at the end. So that's out of 17. I like the idea of that. Mister, maybe I'll take a spot in the jungle. It's not a bad idea. I mean, we're getting closer to the end of the jungle. It'll be here any day now. Did you already have a spot in there? I can't remember. I don't know if you already have a spot in there. So next up, we got Garrett Nadal. Slab away and use my store credit towards slab away. Okay. He said use his store credit as well. You got it, man. Got some good slab away payments coming in. I like that. Garrett Nadal. What was your store credit amount? Oh, found you. Like, I'll buy a pack. Can I deposit my 400 there? Yes, you can. Garrett Nadal, $40. So that comes out to 290 Garrett Nadal. Okay, 575 minus 290. 285 remains. There you go. Very good. That was a smart move. All right. Now we have 2 more orders in the queue. Jennifer Yap, 2 more box. Build, divide, bright. Okay. The name's very confusing. Aha. Dress up, darling. So what's the show about? Do they dress her up or something? They are. Ta-da! Ta-da! Cool beans. Jen, you did not just say cool beans. Toss this over here. Cool beans, bro. Oh, you got a Holo promo. That's nice. Holo promo is more rare. Okay, I mix sardines in my ramen on occasion. I've done that. I really feel like it's not necessary because the ramen soup is so salty already. Sardines offer a lot of like saltiness to whatever you eat it with. That's why it pairs so well with rice. Sardines and ramen, just not as good. Sardines and rice, very good. All right. But yeah, I've done that too. I'd say sardines and rice is that's the way to go. All right. Very good. Ramen prepackaged is like 70% salt. Only 70? Nah, dude. Try 125%. The average ramen is over 100% of your daily sodium intake. 70 would be low. 70 is like if you cut the seasoning packet in half. Try 125% of your daily sodium. Ramen's like, it's a salt bomb. It's like ham. So if you toss salty sardines on top of it, you're just getting like more salt. That's why I don't do like the salty meat in my ramen. I like to have, I like to do like chicken breast in the ramen. And then the ramen broth is sort of like a seasoning for the chicken breast. Another thing is just like boiled eggs. So boiled eggs and chicken breast and ramen works really well. And a little hot sauce. There you go. But the sardines, try this. Try this, okay? So in the sardine bowl, heat up some rice, shave up some carrot sticks. So you get some carrot shavings, right? And you can put any other like vegetable you want in there, like spring onion, spinach, and you kind of heat that in with the rice. And then you do a small amount, like a half teaspoon of what are they? Sesame oil, right? And then you're gonna do toasted seaweed, and you mix that all into the rice. Some vegetables, some soy sauce, some sesame oil, and the seaweed. All right, now you got like a rice dish, right? And then you toss the sardines on top of that, and then you toss like a microwave boiled egg. That's how you eat it. And you kind of stir it up like bibimbap or whatever it's called. You stir that up, and that's a very good dish. I rip half the ramen pack in half and toss the rest. Yeah, I've been advocating to do that. If you're going to have ramen, reduce your sodium. Another trick is to pour the whole packet in, and then, with all the water. But then before you serve yourself, pour most of the water out so that you got just the ramen noodles and a little bit of water in the cup. There you go. And if you do that, it's the same effect. It's kind of like removing half the packet. So either method will work. It depends on how much water you want in the bowl. You lost 17 viewers describing that. What are you talking about? We have the same viewers. By the way, if you've never had that, you're missing out. I would go make it for you right now and show you, but I am not hungry. I just had a dinner. All right, we've got this guy. No, that's really delicious. If you haven't tried that, you're missing out. Nothing unusual about that at all. It will taste kind of like sushi. That's what it will taste like. It will taste kind of like sushi. In fact, you can have wasabi and the pickled ginger with it if you want. But I don't need it. Here we are. It's not very different from making a dish just like that, but with raw tuna. So you can get like the raw tuna cubes, and you can, instead of the sardines, you can mix the tuna. Is it tuna? Yeah, you can mix the tuna in. So you can do that instead if you want. But I just like the sardines better. All right, the sardines are all the way cooked, and I eat it so frequently, I don't have to worry about whether I have fresh tuna in my fridge and that it's not spoiled or anything. So it's like a tuna bowl, but with the sardine instead of the tuna. And being able to prepare really good tasting rice is it's like a key skill. It's a good skill. You are. What are the packs you got? Like Plasma Blast. Well, right now we have something called Dark Explorers. It's $225 a pack. I recommend you give it a try. I do. I endorse it for presidential candidate. It's a great set. Dark Explorers. Sliced beef. Nah, I'll cut you off right there. I don't like beef, man. I've eaten a lot of beef. I do like steak from Golden Corral. I don't know what they do to it. It's so good. They grill it just right. It's got a good char flavor on it. But other beef products are so gross, dude. Like, I hate ground beef. I've decided for sure I hate ground beef. It's so much worse than ground chicken and ground turkey. Those are both way superior to ground beef. Ground beef has this very bland flavor and is way oilier. It's got so much oil in it. And then it's like, you have to season it so much harder to taste it. Yep, ground beef, way worse. Ground chicken, ground pork, ground turkey. Just insanely better tasting. But it's like all we do. We all eat ground beef for some reason. How do you hate a burger? Well, I've had burgers. Have you ever taken the patty out of the burger and just eaten the patty? Just take the patty out by itself and eat it. It's gross. Take the cheese off of it. Take the ketchup off of it. No mayonnaise, no pickle, no onion. Just eat the beef patty by itself. It's terrible. Other than the fact that there's a lot of salt on it. If you actually also take the salt off of it and you just taste the beef, which is the primary ingredient, the main ingredient, just beef, it's so bland and boring. No way, dude. By the way, pork's probably the best for flavor. So if you really want to get down to it, ground pork beats all of them. And if it's not ground pork, it's a different one that's a little more niche. Ground shrimp. So some of you guys probably don't like shrimp as much. Shrimp's got that sort of like seafood cockroach flavor, but it's so good if you do like shrimp. And you can mix shrimp. Ground shrimp can be mixed with pork. It can be mixed with chicken, which is very good. It can be mixed with turkey. Ground shrimp and ground chicken come together to make an exceptionally good flavor. But ground beef is probably the worst of all of them. It's got the chewiest texture, it's the oiliest, and it has the most bland protein flavor of all of those options. And you'll only know that if you go eat it by itself. Don't add any seasonings to any of them. Try them all bland first, and you'll realize, wow, beef is kind of like poor man's food or something. It is. It's like if you were stuck on an island and you could only eat one of those for the rest of your life, the beef would probably be the poor man's food. It's awful. Seafood cockroach. What? Well, that's what shrimp is, right? Shrimp is like a seafood cockroach. And it's a very delicious cockroach, though. It's very delicious. Beef's amazing. I've had all kinds of food. That's why I'm overweight. I love food. I've tested all the foods. Beef is not amazing. Pork is amazing. Okay? Pork is amazing. Chicken's good. Turkey's a little less good than chicken, but it's a little leaner than chicken. Beef is the worst. It's a hierarchy that goes like this. Very top is pork. Underneath pork is shrimp. Pork and shrimp will get you anywhere. Underneath that is chicken. Under chicken is turkey. And then way at the bottom, well, I would say underneath chicken and turkey is probably boiled egg. But underneath all those, you finally got beef at the bottom. Beef is the worst one. It's the worst tasting one. You don't like beef ribs, ribeye? I've had so much baby back ribs now. So much. I've had so many beef roasts. I've had beef deli meats. I've had steaks. I've had it all. I've had the shredded beef. I've had the million beef dishes at the Mexican restaurants. I've had all the beef you can have. It's awful. The only really good one is a medium rare steak that's been properly cooked, and that's pretty good. So beef's got that one thing going for it. Its steaks are way better, right? Steaks are great. But you're talking to ground beef? Gross, dude. Just get me any other dish. Ground beef is so weak. And that's probably why I've never enjoyed Mexican cooking, because so many of the dishes are ground beef, right? But, so when I go out to eat with the Mexican restaurants, I don't like to get the ground beef. It's just not as good. It's some kind of cheapo gross food like hot dog. I don't know how to describe it. Jennifer, yep. And beef is flames. This is a woman tier list. Pork is a woman's tier list? Nah, I've just got delicate taste buds. I can taste the pork and go, oh, this is a more umami flavor than beef, which tastes kind of like mud. Is that why you look so malnourished, mister? I'm not malnourished. It's the other way around. I eat too much. You guys are funny. Mr. Mexican food is not all ground beef. Yeah, you're right, but it's like 50%, right? Let's be honest. I've been to many Mexican restaurants. I'll tell you why, too. My wife loves Mexican food. She loves it. She loves beans, and there's a lot of beans in Mexican cooking as well. So she loves beans, and she doesn't dislike the ground pork or the ground beef like I do. So we get Mexican food all the time from all over the place. I've eaten so much of it. And I'm not talking about Taco Bell. And I don't like Taco Bell either. That's my least favorite fast food restaurant. So it's just, I'm not a big fan of the ground beef. But you're right. Not all food from a Mexican restaurant is ground beef. That's why when I go, I try to avoid it. I'm Mexican, so don't tell me I'm wrong. Well, I try to get the chicken dishes at the Mexican restaurant. But whenever I do, it's always like this, chopped up little pieces of chicken breast. That's just, I don't know. It's like a oil soup of chicken. It's an oil soup of chicken. I'm like, where did this come from? Because this is clearly not chicken thigh. This is chicken breast. So somehow they made the chicken super oily. And it's these little gristly pieces of it. And it's so hard to chew, too. It's like, man, this is some well-done chicken, I guess. Not juicy. Oily, which is not the same as juicy. Juicy is juicy. Oily is oily. So it's this oily little grizzly pieces of chicken. It's never a high-quality cut of chicken. But you can have that, or you can have the disgusting ground beef. It's awful. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. You can't abuse me of it. Evan Shea, one spot in the Moltres. Ta-da! Did Kamala hijack this stream? What are you talking about? You don't know what she likes to eat. Bro, you live West Coast, Midwest, East Coast. I'm in the Midwest. I'm big on food. My family of 11 children. My grandmother, Filipino. I've cooked my whole life. I know all the cooking. I'm very good at cooking. I studied cooking for many years because I cook so much. And I know what I like. Karis, get this guy a plate of carne asada. Come to Southern California. That's what everyone says. They say, well, you're not getting the good Mexican food, and if you just come here, it'll be good. But I already know what it's going to be. It's going to look exactly like the food I see on TV. It's still the basic ingredient, which is ground beef. But I really feel the debate was whether ground beef is better than ground chicken or ground pork. So it's a protein debate about which protein has the better flavor. I'm telling you, pork has the better flavor. Pork's more delicious. That's why, it's more common to get a deli sandwich with ham than it is to get a deli sandwich with roast beef. It's more common to get hot dogs made out of chicken and pork than it is to get a pure. Well, actually, that might be debatable. But besides that, is hot dogs anyways. Yeah, now that I realize it, they do have a lot of beef pork. They do have a lot of beef hot dogs available. I just always avoid them because I actually think the pork hot dog tastes better. So I'm thinking about that now. Yeah, I don't know. I just avoid the flavor of beef. I don't like it as much. Here's Evan Shea. Here we go. Ground beef taco. Just throw it away. Pork is 10 times more common in real authentic Mexican food than ground beef. Well, there you go. So that means the Mexicans agree with me. But not the fake ones, like the Mexican families out here who run all the Mexican. There's like 3 authentic families running these Mexican restaurants, and they're all within like 5 minutes of each other. And you guys are going to say that's not real Mexican food in a second. It might be low-quality Mexican food. I don't know, but they can't even speak English. They can barely speak English. They're definitely immigrants straight from Mexico that open a restaurant. They're all family-owned businesses. And you can look it up on the map, Camdenton, Missouri. You can see we've got them all in like a triangle around us. But there's a bunch more over in Osage side, too. There's like 6 restaurants to choose between. I live an hour from Mexico. It isn't real. It's Tex-Mex. Ground beef burrito. You can get a tamale, scrambled eggs, and carne asada inside a torta. Well, this is going to upset you as well if I say this. I actually really, really do not like tortillas. I think tortillas are awful. Tortillas are just a way to eat a cup of flour. I don't like bread all that much. I don't like pasta all that much. I guess unless it's ramen, so that's unusual. But I'm not a big fan of tortillas. I do like naan bread, though, the Indian naan bread. But tortillas, awful, dude. Sometimes my wife will buy a tortilla, and she'll make like scrambled eggs with cheese on top, and she'll put it into the tortilla to like dip into salsa, and I'll be like, you ruined them. The scrambled eggs were better before they went into the tortilla. You're just eating scrambled eggs with the cup of flour. But I want to skip the cup of flour and just have the eggs. Mr. about to lose his Hispanic card. ¿Cómo estás? Buenos noches. Yeah, he's white. My grandma's Filipino. My dad was brown. He was brown-skinned. He was not white. I look white because my dad was nailing a white woman, okay? But I grew up with a father who was brown, and he cooked all the Filipino dishes. We had a big, giant metal jug of peanut oil to cook all the weird Filipino dishes, and they were delicious. And my dad loved food, and I enjoy food as well. Let's see what's next. So we have an order from... You could call me white. I don't mind. I'm just saying, if you think I've got no food experience, you're not right. Tai Hua payment towards my slab away, Mr. Tai Hua. All right, let's see what we got. I do have food experience. And when I say that, people just go, you haven't tried the real food, though. Like there's some magical real food out there that I haven't tasted. Hathim, 5 Weiss Pixar. Let's grab those Weiss Pixars. You have to live in California to taste things. Seasonings are exclusive to California. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all right, bro. There we go. All right. Nobody's ever heard of just shipping the seasonings to a different state? Like, what? Yes, there are immigrant families from Mexico, but they don't make the right Mexican food. They make the fake Mexican food. Maybe. Ready? Can you check if I have any store credit? Says Evan Shea. I guess I can check. Give me a second. You got a California diet. Beef is the lifeblood of the basic American. Yeah, hear that? I'm more Italian than you because I eat less pumpernickel. Evan Shea, Evan Shea, Evan Shea, Evan Shea, Evan Shea, Evan Shea. I see no Evan Shea cards in here. Ta-da! Would Gordon Ramsay approve your pizza with anchovies? He wouldn't, and I'm not eating pizza anymore. Pizza's bad. Pizza is mostly cheese, which is a bad food. I'll eat pizza when I'm skinny again. We are the Bug's Life Bug. Pumpernickel's some good bread. Pumpernickel's shit, bruv. Pumpernickel is ass. No, pumpernickel's okay. What is pumpernickel? Is it just a rye bread with like a mix between brown and white? Not with my daughter. That's some color mixing. We don't agree with that type of bread around here. Well, shucks. I like my cheese drippy, bro. Why would they use ground beef? I don't understand that. Missouri, the pinnacle of the world's cuisine. You talk about Missouri like it's a third world country, man. Here we are. There's millions of people living in Missouri. You can just ship like seasonings everywhere. There's plenty of restaurants in Missouri. I only moved out here a couple years ago. I spent most of my life in St. Louis. Here's Hathim. Haha. Mr. Hathim with an H. Picks up torch. Actually, that's one of the reasons I want to move out of Lake of the Ozarks. Not enough restaurants out here. And I was really, really, really hoping for that casino. You know, they've been talking about that casino for like 2 years now. And they finally got it on the ballot. And then they voted no. They voted no on the casino. So this area will not get a casino. And whatever restaurant would have been inside of the casino, and whatever entertainment, as well as the fun of the gambling, you know, like playing poker, playing blackjack, I don't get any of that. And then all of the developments that would have sprung up around the casino, I don't get any of that. I'm out of here, dude. I'm thinking about moving for sure. We could just move back to St. Louis and just come down here once or twice in the summer, and it'd be like just as good. So we're thinking about doing that. We want to sell off 2 of our homes, roll it into this home, renovate it, sell this, and get out of here. Law, urgent spices. I'm going to ship you some spice, bro. The spice melange. Banana nut bread is the best. All right, let's see. So next up, we have an order from Hathim. Add to the previous order. Thank you, Hathim. Jennifer, yeah. 2 more boxes of the Bill Divide Bright. Ooh, okay, you got it, Jen. Mr. Not using adobo spices. He's bleach white. Got this. Why do we have to have the white people can't season food debate so often? It's such a strong stereotype. I think what we determined after we debated this subject for a while is that poor American families will opt for like Kraft macaroni and cheese. We've had this debate like multiple times. It's like the circumcision debate. It's one of those, or like the pit bull debate. It's one of these recurring debates on our channel. White people can't season food. Stereotypes exist for a reason. Mac and cheese is a white person meal. Isn't it actually Italian? No 6 tonight, huh? I think 6 was devastated by the daytime stream. She is probably crying into a pillow. I should just give her like a $600 slab until she feels better. Canadians call it Katie Craft Dinner. Now the Italians are going to riot. The Italians are ranked as having the best tasting food. It's like a debate between Indian food and Italian food. Who's got the best food in the world? And sometimes a debate over Mexican, Italian, Indian, and Mexican, right? And actually, my favorite food is Asian. So there's a debate on that. But so what? Are Italians not white now? Mamma mia! There you go. All right, wonderful. Famous French cuisine, are they not white? And look at the British. They have beans on toast. Is that not fine cuisine now? Sheesh. Toss this over here. The British have beans on toast. Actually, I looked it up. The British don't have no good food, by the way. The British love deli meat. They love sausages. They love roasts and briskets. They love if you want to talk about the food item that the British gave us, they gave us not just the fish and chips. They gave us pies and gravy. So you get a meat pie with gravy. Now, I know you guys might think that that's terrible, but I've had it. It's delicious. Meat pies, chicken pot pie. That's a British food, chicken pot pie. Oh, and the Scottish are credited with fried chicken. You would think fried chicken was credited from like the South in America. No, it already existed. Of course it existed. It's an uncomplicated food. The Scottish were first known to have made the fried chicken. Thank you, Scottish people. Now, I don't know about the Irish. The Irish, they just like potatoes and cabbage, but they gave us good beer, I suppose, or maybe bad drinking habits. I don't know. You could argue that the Germans have maybe the better drinking habits, but the German Bavarians gave us stuff too, like all the bread and the Wiener Schnitzels, Hamburg. Do you know where we got hamburgers from? It originated from Hamburg. They took a poor man's steak and they ground it up and turned it into a little patty. That's the origin of the hamburger. It's not ham, it's Hamburg, Germany. So it's called the hamburger. So, this stereotype that white people don't really come up with cuisine, I don't know why it's so good. I don't know why it sticks so well, but the data suggests otherwise. The data suggests the Italians gave us a massive amount of insane food. The Germans had good food. The French are famous for good food. You got like Sweden and all those places like that. They got all their fancy hoity-toity desserts and everything like that. Canned fishes and weird stuff. The British is maybe debatable. The British maybe didn't have good food. They had beans on toast. I feel like the British are easy to beat up. But the thing is, that's what I mean when you say white people. What do you mean white people? Do you mean British beans on toast? That's not even an American dish. No one in America is eating that. No one's eating beans on toast. But the British still gave us chicken pot pie with gravy, right? They didn't contribute nothing. The British actually contributed a lot to baking too, apparently. But the French had like all their famous breads, oui, right? Think about ratatouille. There's a reason ratatouille was made, and it was about French cuisine, right? And and what about Jewish people? They got a lot of cool dishes. Like, for example, baklava. I've got no clue what they've got, actually. But are you saying that their food sucks, too? Do they count as white? I don't know. So what is bad white people food where they don't know how to season? And by the way, what is good seasoning? Is good seasoning when you, like, pour a cup of salt on your food? Like, what's good seasoning? You know what I mean? And I'm asking that because people say good seasoning, and they usually just mean a couple things. Tons of salt, tons of butter, and tons of sugar, okay? I get it. There's like unique ingredients like turmeric or curry or soy sauce. There's unique ingredients that really build up certain regional flavors. But when you're talking about good seasoning, do you just mean like a cup of butter? Can you just say that? I want to fry all my food in butter. That's good seasoning. Is that what you mean? Is that the seasoning that the white people are missing? Do you mean like pouring a cup of salt on your food? Is that the good seasoning? But I think what it is it's a criticism of the American diet. The American diet, which is like frozen dinner meals, and mom never learned how to cook, or craft macaroni and cheese, or a pre-made packet of mashed potatoes, which, by the way, people love mashed potatoes and they love macaroni. But yeah, I get it. There's Americans who never learn to cook and they're poor and they buy little fast foods for their kids. Maybe that's a fair criticism of modern Americans, as if no other race feeds their children like this, as if no other group has ever just gotten some macaroni and McDonald's for their kid. Only white people? Like, it's just so doubtful. I think it's more like poor people. Poor people are doing this. Here we are. Ooh. What did you eat for dinner? For dinner, I had, well, I'm on my diet, right? And I'm doing very good at it. And so I had basically spaghetti and turkey meatballs. Your wife's cooking by her own admission is at the heart of the stereotype. Well, but my question for you is that exclusive to white people? Like, are there no other young Gen Z millennial women other than white women who never learned how to cook? Because my sisters are the same skin color as me. They're like cooking masterminds. We all had to cook our whole childhood. We had to cook really good meals, right? So my sisters can cook extremely well. I cook extremely well. My wife doesn't know how to cook. But so is that a modern problem or is it a white people problem? We are? All right. Feed them Kinder Surprise. Most food is just dipped in icing. How are you dieting by eating that? Cut the carbs or drop the water weight. Yeah, there's no noodles. So it's just spaghetti sauce and turkey. That's all it is. Spaghetti sauce and turkey. And so it's sort of like, and it's a low calorie sauce. I analyzed all the sauces. I found the absolute lowest calorie one. And, you know, I'll put mushrooms and onions into it. It says mushroom, onions. It's a very simple meal meant to help me lose weight because I'm counting every bit of my food now. Why is there so much talk about white people? Well, we got into the food debate somehow. We got into the food debate. I was making an argument that ground pork and even ground chicken is more tasty than ground beef. I think ground beef is the weakest flavored of the three. And somehow it turned into white people don't know how to season things. You know, even though France is famous for food, Germany's got some really cool food. I guess Britain's got pies. They got fish and chips. And I think that it's a stereotype that if you actually have to sit down and debate it, is easily proven false. And by the way, I always do... Oh, let me double check this, by the way. I always do this. I go back and I say, all right, so now you have to go and tell me all of the famous foods from other countries. So Africa, go ahead and name me the famous African food dishes. Name 3 of them. I can name famous white people dishes. I need you to name famous dishes from Africa. Ugh. White men can't jump. That one might be true. White men might not be able to jump. Let's see. Here's one. Kimchi. Couscous. That's not one of them. Chitlins. I've seen other cultures eat chitlins, and that's not really a dish. Does anyone go to the restaurant for chitlins? Let's see. Jerk chicken. All right. Chicken with Jamaican seasoning. Monkey brain soup. What? It's the peak of human cuisine. Monkey brain soup. Yeah. So white people getting criticized despite being famously known for a lot of dishes you're so used to eating, you don't even think that they originate from European countries. But why does this loosely defined term too? Like, do you mean British white? Do you mean French white? Which one do you mean? Do you mean Scandinavian? We are. Ugh. Which white country are you referring to? Because light skin is a pretty big group of people. Just double checking these, making sure none were missed. We are? All right. Africa and Asia both got nasty food. Hey! Asia's got delicious food. You're wrong about that one. Oh, yo, got one of these. Got one of these. I'm double checking these. Do 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 do. So I didn't hear any famous foods, Ethiopian food is pretty popular. I think I've seen that. It looks like you sit down and you eat some, kind of goopy oatmeal looking stuff with your fingers. And there's like a naan-style bread with it, like the Indians have. It's a naan-style bread. And they got the goopity boop. Food debates never work because people have different tastes. Well, I just think if people are going to beat up on a racial group for their ability to season, they should be specific. You know what I mean? Like when you say white people can't cook, are you referring to the Italians or are they exempt? But what if I could find an Italian modern age girl who never learned how to cook? She just ate McDonald's growing up. Is the stereotype applying to her then? Like, what are the rules exactly for it? We are. All right. Got all of these. I think we all agree Mister just needs to eat a good dog burger. That's right. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Zoink. I would try zebra meat. Ta-da. I've watched an enormous amount of food videos, food travel videos from all over the world. I've watched countless hours of it. It's maybe one of my favorite things to watch. I've been watching that like my whole life. And a lot of countries have really cool food dishes, in particular, white countries, but also Asian. And the actual worst places to eat, it seems, are the places that are always least developed. The least developed places tend to not have very good food. That's just the way it works. Would that even surprise you? Like, why would that surprise you? There we go. And I'm not talking about like India, by the way. But India's got some slums. There we go. The Philippines got some slums. They got a lot of slums. But it's always the very least developed places that actually have no good food. We are. Man, checking the backs of these is a pain, dude. Everything tastes better with ketchup. But yeah, the real thing people are referencing is modern white women who never learned how to cook. But there's other races of people that are modern that did the same thing. They just never learned to cook. They grew up in America. I would say it's an American problem. It's unique to Americans, but that's not a single racial group. There we go. So I just searched which countries have the worst diabetes issue, and I'm shocked we aren't there. I thought USA and Mexico would be high, but they aren't for diabetes. Trying to remember. Well, the very worst diabetes, aren't they some of those island nations? There we go. Ta-da! All right, Jennifer Yap, 2 more boxes of Build, Divide, Bright. Dress Up, Darling. Okay. Very good. Yes, it's an American problem. Go to an Oktoberfest. The food is delicious. Right? So I don't know if white people means Germans. Do you mean the Germans have no foods? Germans have so many good foods. Do you mean the French? They're like literally famous for food. I think the British is maybe a fair argument because they don't have as many famous foods. But they still have a lot of famous like baked goods. But so now you have to do, you would have to say, well, specifically white Americans make terrible food or something like that. It's like, okay, that's pretty bad for them, I guess. They're really struggling. Here's Meryl. Here's Charmander. And here's Polyswag. Britain has great food. See, exactly. Like, I actually don't even agree that Britain has bad food. Troy Malice. Like, as if Gordon Ramsay doesn't exist, right? They got Gordon Ramsay. It's almost like you can just learn to cook good food. It's one of the simplest skills. Go do, like, rocket science, which, I think a lot of Europe is contributing to the most advanced aspects of science and engineering and medicine. And entertainment, too, by the way. So, like, okay, you made beans on toast, but you made Harry Potter, didn't you? Or the Beatles. And so, yeah, I mean, you're going to criticize them while they're busy doing these pretty amazing things. And then you go there, and the food's actually pretty good. Last time I checked, Britain has a problem where tons of people are trying to get in, not trying to get out. Go, oh, their food's awful. I gotta get out of here. Their food's so bad, bruv. All right, let's see. I hate it. Oh, it's so gross. They have all the same modern foods every modern country has. Yuck. Have you actually tried beans on toast? No, but my wife has. She loves beans. She really likes them. I'm getting into beans. I've been learning about them. They're very healthy. So beans are very, very healthy. You should be eating them. If you've never tried beans on toast, you don't have a right to criticize it. So I'm not a big fan of toast either way, but I'm trying my best to enjoy beans because they're full of fiber, they're a low-calorie food, they're high in protein, and they got zero cholesterol because they're not a meat. So I've been eating more beans. I'm just pushing it into my diet more. And like for yesterday, for example, I had beans. Today, I ate a side of beans with my pork loins. Food capital of the world. Whoever found this rant button is a hero. I've tried a bolillo with refried beans and queso fresco on it. Maybe that's where you are bound. Refried beans on toast. Well, guys, our stream is probably coming to an end now. Shall we find out who wins this? Ooh. You can still send in an order if you'd like to open some cards. Click. Goku. Okay, Goku. Let's see. 19, Goku. And click. Flexi the second. 20, Flexi. Here it goes. I started this whole thing with just typing in sliced beef. Well, you know, we were having a food debate, right? We're having a food debate, and I have, I guess, a controversial opinion that beef is an inferior tasting protein. People are saying, no, beef's the best or something. I don't get it. I don't get it because I don't think beef tastes the best. I'm not against beef, by the way. I like I said, I think a good steak is hard to beat because steak is, it's better than chicken breast. Steak's actually really good. But I was talking about ground protein products, ground protein. And I was saying ground beef is my least favorite. Okay, you ready? Here goes. Oh, I didn't roll it far enough. That landed on 12. Can you see it? 12. 12 is Lurkin Lowry. All right, Lurkin Lowry. I've said this plenty of times before. Nothing is better than biting into a burger while the grease drips off the elbow. Lurkin Lowry. LMAO, you did, Jonathan. Here we are. And I'll put this over here. I think this can still be used. But somehow it always goes back to that, well, white people can't season food argument. It's like, oh, man. It's very similar to a couple debates we've had. We've had hot button debates about pit bulls. We've had hot button debates about the subject of circumcision, which I'm very passionate about. Yeah, we have some debates that are reoccurring on the stream. There we go. Every time I actually argue back about that stereotype, no one can ever defend it very strongly. I never see any really good arguments come out of you guys. There you go. Haha. Ooh. We should keep track of all the hot ones. He was actually looking. Thank you, LaFlame. Give me the Suicune, King of Spades. All right, so that's $120, which means you guys send me that $20. Okay, you doing that? You do that. I'll go grab that. I'll go grab that bad boy. That's a good one, by the way. Good choice. Ugh. Wait, you're passionate about circumcision? I love circumcision. I think every man should have his pee-pee cut off. You know, the tip of his pee-pee cut off. Let's see. Ugh. We have weird debates from time to time, you know. We have weird debates almost every time, actually. Where is it? Where's the Suicune? Here's it for alligator for 60. I bet you like beef too, Jonathan. You're a monster. I'm circumcised and I have a pit bull. What's wrong with that? Great. This guy probably eats beef too. Jesus. What a frickin'... We are. Okay. Very nice. Let's see. Huh. Let's see. Oh! Ta-da! Lurkin, you send in $20 in. I don't remember who you are, but you're probably a guy who orders from me. So you send in the final 20, and this is all yours. I'm everything you hate. My pitbull circumcised me with beef. That could be the next title stream title. Whew. Shoshi. We all know Mr. loves to sneak. Pee-pee sleeve, eating British beans, killing a pitbull, and studying genetics. Look at this sweet coon. He's so nice. He's so mamma mia, konnichiwa. I'm just waiting. I don't know. Lurkin, are you sending in an order? Is that right? Give me the sweet coon king of spades. What is this button that says goal? What if I click that? What does it say? Start a goal. 10 super chats. Oh, I didn't know we could do that. Super chat color, teal and higher. Set a goal to engage with the audience in a new way. Once you reach your goal, celebrate with your community. What? We can set up goals now. This is why I tend to zone out these conversations. Tammy's very pro-circumcision. Tammy, how could you, Tammy? Tammy, this is why I'm here. Oh, here we go. All right, Carlton Wicks. What's up, Carlton? Let me hit refresh on this. Give me a second. Aha. Suicune, king of spades. Larry. Very good. Ta-da! Oh, why did I still put your other name on it? Because I was reading off the card. That's why. Toss this away. New sleeve. Carlton Wicks. Is 7,000 credit card debt bad? Nah, it's easy, dude. You want to buy some cards? Listen, pick up another credit card. Do you actually have $7,000 of credit card debt? Next, you're going to say he got into all that debt buying ground beef. Oh, brother. There we go. Ta-da! How nice is that? $20 Suicune, man. Rookie numbers. You could go way deeper into debt than that. Evan says, well, like 6.6K. You know what I think you ought to do? I think you better sell off every Pokemon card in your collection until that number hits 0. Because if you're paying interest on a debt, that's insanity. It's just lost money. It's just lost money. Credit card debt's the worst debt. It does nothing for you. There's no like if I go into debt to buy a home, at least the home could potentially go up in value and I get to live in it. So I need to have a shelter. If you're in debt just to be in debt, I mean, that's the fastest way to never build wealth ever. So yeah, you got to sell. If I were in your same shoes, what I would do next, I would liquidate my entire Pokemon collection until the credit card debt is 0. Never be in credit card debt. Never, ever, ever. There's very few exceptions to it. You can go into credit card debt if you're a business and you need that, capital for your business. That would make sense slightly. You could use credit card like normal and just pay it off every month. But if you're in like debt and you can't, pay it off in 1 month, that's actually insane. Credit card debt interest is like the absolute worst interest ever. You're paying like 18 to 25% interest annual on that. The stock market only returns like 7 to 8% annual. So the credit card company's making that extra 10% off of you. And you're just like you're just making them rich. And you're making yourself, you're stuck poor basically. Aggressive payments is the way to go. Liquidate every card in your collection, Evan. Every single card. Start liquidating a piece at a time. Do it the right way. Like, don't just be sloppy about it. Liquidate every card in your collection. Take all your video games. Liquidate every single one of them one by one. Liquidate anything else you got laying around the home and apply all of it towards the credit card. No debt or big debt and bankruptcy. It's hard to pull any significant amount every paycheck. I work like 10 to 20 hours a week. Oh, so you're in school at the same time. Are you in college? Is it college? So you have credit card debt in college. Sheesh, dude. It's got to be college. You can't mean high school. I know what you're saying, Evan Shea. That is a very bad situation. You know, they're trying to hand out credit cards to people in college. They want college-age kids to take credit cards. 17 an hour with the credit card. Yep. Pay off that credit card by liquidating even your favorite card. Let's say you got a really great card. He's your favorite card. Absolutely, 100% destroy that card on eBay. Get that card out of your possession and get out of that $6,000 credit card debt right away, dude. Donate plasma. Yeah, people have said you can actually donate plasma for money. Student loan from 20 years ago, government owns my ass. That is also a very bad situation. If you have credit card debt, that student loan debt that's 20 years old, that means that the interest has probably compounded on that loan for 20 years. That's a very, very bad idea. That means you've borrowed money without paying it back for 20 years. And every year you do that, you're paying a fine for doing that. You're paying a fee for having borrowed that money. That is a very bad situation. Yeah, that is so tough to hear. You guys should 100% liquidate every single card in your possession and get whatever kind of useless debt you have off the books. Once the debt is off the books, then you should buy Pokemon cards if you like buying Pokemon cards. Like, think of it like this way. You can buy Pokemon cards while you're in debt, or you can buy Pokemon cards when you're not in debt. You can do it both. But it's always better to do it when you're not in debt, because then you don't got this debt that's feeding you interest, interest debt, and growing every month, every year, annual. So yeah, I mean, if you decide when to buy Pokemon cards, you buy the Pokemon cards when you're no longer paying interest on a credit card debt or a student loan debt. Now, the only exception to that is if you have a student loan debt with subsidized interest, and every purchase you make of, quote, Pokemon card, openings is an investment Pokemon card. If you're not very good at picking investment cards, just take care of the debt first. That's what I would say. So I could have paid off my debt, but I opened this business and it became a big thing. And so my business outscaled the interest debt payments much faster than, if I had focused on the debt. It's a complicated thing. Get a second job. I make 35 hours and it still took me 3 to 4 months to pay all mine off. I only make 17 an hour. It sucks. I went to jail for a year, had 4 accounts go to collections. I owe $13,000. I see. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe you can settle that debt with the collection companies. You can say, look, I'll do 1/4 of the value to settle it. They often buy those debts. That's what the collection companies actually do. You know that, right? So collection companies pay money to buy bad debt from like credit card companies. They go, listen, this guy owes you $13,000. We'll buy it from them. We'll buy your debt collection for $4,000 because we're anticipating collecting $4,000 from him. So ask them to let you pay it off at a much lower price. They buy it pennies on the dollar. Exactly. So maybe negotiate, say like, this is what you can get. I want it in writing that you'll end the debt, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, credit card debt is the worst debt. It's worse than car payment debt. It's worse than house debt. It's worse than school debt. Credit card debt tends to be 18 to 25% interest, sometimes higher. A vehicle debt is going to be like 8% to 12%, I think. I don't know what it is these days. It's probably higher than it used to be. But yeah, if you've got a vehicle, it's probably 8 to 12%. You got to get rid of the car debt immediately because a vehicle is a depreciating asset. So it's depreciating, and at the same time, you're paying interest on it. It's just such a bad situation. So if you don't have wealth, opt for the cheapest used car you can get on a place like, I recommend Enterprise Car Sales, by the way. It's a good place to shop. Those cars are all like past the drivetrain warranty. So get them at like 40 or 60,000 miles and just buy the absolute cheapest car they offer. That's what we did. That's how we got the Ford Fiesta, and it really worked for us. It's not a fancy car. It's not a high quality luxury drive, but it's like, it won't break tomorrow. And it'll get you from point A to point B for maybe like 10 years. This car's like 10 years old for us. So, that's why I recommend get a decent used car from a certified place like Enterprise Holdings, good option. and then get it paid down like in the first 2 years so that you have no interest payments on the debt. You got to get out of those debts, because the debts, like, the goal is to have not just no debt, you want to have like a surplus of money that's earning you 7%. Well, how's that going to make any sense? Let's say you put money in the stock market, $10,000, but you have a $10,000 car debt around your neck, and the stock market's earning you 7%, but the car is losing you 12%. It's just stupid, right? Like, you can't get wealthy. You can't have the car. There's certain debt you can't have. You can't have car debt. You can't have credit card debt. That one's insane. So you really got to get out of the credit card debt. That's like 18 to 25. It's like financial suicide. Even like your student loan will be subsidized by the government typically. It'll be like 4 to 6. And okay, so you paid 4 to 6% per year to own a valuable degree, right? And it's helping you presumably earn more money. By the way, if it's not, you got to do something with that degree. Okay, so if you've got a degree that you worked on, you got to do something with it. You got to get the money's worth out of it. That's why it cost money in the first place. It was an investment. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm just going to talk with you guys for fun. I know his name isn't popular, but Dave Ramsey saved my financial life. Yeah, he's got perspectives. People don't agree with everything he says. I don't agree with everything he says. Baseball Mitt says medical debt is worse. Is it really? Medical debt? Just take it one day at a time. Always put more than the minimum payments. Put in money from every paycheck. Well, what I recommend is if you have a Pokemon card collection that you worked on, open that eBay account, get your shipping equipment, and sell every single last piece of your collection all the way till you have 0 cards. That's my move. That's what I would do. Then take your PlayStation, sell your PlayStation, take your whatever, your previous cell phone that you used to own. You got 2 of them, an old one and a new one. Sell the old cell phone. Sell every single item in your possession that you can. Like, I have an old TI-83 calculator from school. I'd be selling that right now. I got some, like an old shelf or something. I'd be putting my shelf up on Craigslist. $5, you pick it up. So sell absolutely every item out of your possession that you can. Put every dollar of that against the credit card as soon as possible so that you escape that 18% annual interest. The sooner you get this work done, it's a kind of work, right? The sooner you get that work done, the sooner you escape that interest payment. Every month going by, you're getting hit with that interest. So the sooner you do it, the more money you save. You save more money, the faster you earn that money. And then also pick up more hours at your job. And when you're done working for 8 hours at your job, go home and apply for a better paying job 2 hours per day. So think of your lifestyle as like a 10-hour work day. It's 8 hours at the current job, 2 hours applying for the next job. So you're not done with work until 10 hours pass. So it's a 10-hour work day for you. And then once you're done with that, you absolutely destroy your whole collection on eBay. You can always come back and buy it again. That's going to be easy to do later. But first, you got this insane thing called credit card debt. It's unbelievable anyone has it. It's like, I don't know. It's severe, man. It's like cancer, but financial cancer. So you have to get rid of that. It's so horrible. You should never have it. There's no excuse for it. And then make sure that you use a debit card in the future so that you're never tempted to borrow money. Use a debit card. That's what I have. I have a debit card, and I pay for things with my debit card straight out of my account. I never borrow so that I can never overspend, and I never have to worry about making payments. So I don't use credit at all my whole life. I got an associate in applied science electrical engineering major with 10 certifications, and I'm working a production job. Is that good? I don't know. My degree ain't helped me do stuff. No opportunity around my area. I'm definitely moving. If you got to move, you got to move. Apply all over the country. That's actually not a bad idea. Moving to wherever people are earning the most is a smart idea. Even if that means stepping away from your family, tell them, hey, if you love me, come with you. Or, if you love me, you come with me later. You can move out here where I'm moving. Move toward the opportunities and get that $40, $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year job right away. If you went into debt for a college loan, you have to use that college degree. You have to. If you have a half degree, even that, you got to put it on your resume. I took these college classes. Here are my grades. I developed these skills with and I want to apply. I'm passionate about this particular thing. I'm healthy. I got all my teeth. I don't smoke crack. please hire me. You know what I mean? So get out there, use whatever college education you got on your degree, go for the thing that you learned at college, claim that you're passionate as hell about it. You're not really passionate about it, probably. You want to get paid well. But you're always going to say you're passionate as hell about it, and then just get hired. And don't stop, because I know you got a job, and when you get home from the job, you just want to kick your feet back, eat a slice of pie, talk to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or watch some television, open some Pokemon cards, right? I get all that, but if you get all your ducks in an order before you start relaxing, life's just going to go so much better for you, right? And so if you're not using your degree, your ducks are not all in order. If you've got credit card debt, your ducks are not all in order. They're just not. You got to get out of the credit card debt. And then after you're out of the credit card debt, you can start spending money again. You can start having fun again, but not before. It would make no sense to do it before, because you're spending your debt money that could go toward the debt, rather than and you're spending it while you're losing money to the interest. It's just really wild. So it's like if you have $100 and $200 of credit card debt, and you spend $100 on Pokemon cards, then now you've got $0 plus a $200 debt plus whatever 20% of 200 is, which is like $40. Now you owe $240 or some stupid thing like that. Well, that'll take a year to accrue, but you get it. It's like you're slowly becoming poor forever, and the interest payments on the credit card, they snowball over time. It's like a reverse snowball. It's like a snowball of debt. It becomes so severe, it's taken over. It wins. So it is like cancer. You lose to it at some point. Going hard on paying the debt is nice because you can remind yourself it's just temporary. Right. The minute you're out of that credit card debt, now you can earn money, not make any credit card payments, and just go buy what you want. It's way better. Cut all unneeded spending, only buy what is necessary. Yeah, I mean, I talk a lot about eating cheap. So you can get cabbage, carrots, potatoes. Make sure you don't waste any. Onions. Get all those basic vegetables. Cheap meat would be like chicken thigh, chicken drumstick, even chicken breast. I mean, when you compare it to restaurant food, it's way cheaper. Get like some real cheap meat, right? And just learn to cook at home, man. Just cook at home 7 days a week. And if you do that, you will save insane amounts of money not going out to eat. Don't buy any candy bars. Don't buy any soda. That stuff's all really expensive. Don't buy any potato chips. You can get 5 pounds of potatoes for the same price as one, 10-ounce bag of potato chips. So what do you think? Should you spend $5 on a 10-ounce bag of potato chips, or $5 on a 5-pound bag of potatoes? It's like, duh. It's the potatoes. So that's what Karis and I had to do when we were in college. We had to budget really strictly. And we had a rule that if the food cost more than $2 a pound, we weren't allowed to buy it. So we would do a test on how much the food weighs. And if it was under $2 a pound, it went into the cart. So stuff that made it into the cart was like potatoes and eggs, right? So we would have breakfast all the time. We'd had fried eggs and we have hash brown. It was really good. We weren't suffering at all. We'd have eggs, potatoes, and maybe like sausage or something, right? And if you just ate at home, you just saved tons of money, including like fast food. You think fast food's cheap, but when you weigh the fast food, you're just getting so little food for your money. So you're like, well, this McDonald's meal was only $7. Yeah, but it doesn't even weigh a half pound. If you get a half pound of potatoes and ground beef, you find out it's way, 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 way cheaper than McDonald's. At McDonald's, you're getting like bun, you're getting mayonnaise. You're buying mayonnaise, dude. You're buying like bun and mayonnaise and fake American cheese. It's like all this garbage stuff that you're buying. So not only is it if I recall, McDonald's was like $8 a pound. It was so much more expensive. It was crazy. It was like 4 times more expensive than food you get at the grocery store. And then when you look at it from a nutrition perspective, it's just not nutritious. It's terrible for you. So yeah, I mean, it's fast and it's easy and it's delicious, but you would have to eat so much McDonald's to equal the weight of if you just bought basic foods at a place like Walmart. Let's see. To obtain what you want, you must be willing to endure the opposite. If you want to be rich, spend like you're poor. Yeah, I would say that success comes from sacrifice, and sacrifice is painful. And the best example of this is like hitting the gym and working out. Going to the gym is like literally physically painful. And it's the same with like getting out of credit card debt. You're going to have to be in pain for a while. And when you accept that, it makes it a little bit easier. And if you focus on what you want out of that pain, when you focus on being free of debt and not paying 18% interest on your debt, which is just effing insane. It's like getting robbed, dude. You're like voluntary getting robbed. So as soon as you get out of that, you're going to feel so much better. And when you spend money, you won't have as much stress either. Like, I can tell you that there's no stress. You just buy stuff because you have money in your account. It feels good. And all your bills are paid way better, way better. But yeah, I mean, if you've got a Pokemon card collection, liquidate it all the way. Even your favorite, start with your favorite cards. Start with your favorite ones, the ones you think are special. Sell all those on eBay one at a time, and then liquidate all the ones you hate too. And then get the credit card paid off ASAP. That's what I would recommend. Anyways, either being rich by acting like you're poor or actually be poor. Either way, just be poor. Thank you, everyone, for all the advice. Well, I hope it motivates you, because if you really get energized about it, you should wrap it up pretty fast. $6,000 is very doable. Like, you can get $6,000 these days. You just got to be focused and reduce your costs and just have a lot of discipline. But yeah, I mean, liquidating your collection is going to be the #1 trick. And anything else you got PlayStation you play games on, sell it. You don't want a PlayStation anymore. The only thing you have time for is going to work and going to school. You're in school. You're at a point in your life where this is an important point in your life. Who cares about the video games? You know, when you graduate 4 years later, or 3, 2 years, whatever, they'll just have a new PlayStation, and it'll be full of the same games. It'll be Call of Duty, Black Ops 24, 69, jerk off, right? Gooner Game number 12 will be out. Okay, they'll all be there. I know this because I did that when I ran away from home. I got rid of all my stuff. I didn't have an Xbox anymore. And then when I was ready to buy a computer and Xbox again, guess what? It was just whatever the latest game was. They made the game every year. So I didn't miss out on anything. But if you got something important going on in life like school, only thing you should be doing is getting A's in all of your classes so that you can tell your potential future boss, I'm an effing hardcore maniac. Hire me. I'm way better than all these other guys, and I know it. Hire me. I'll work harder, and I'm just crazy about winning at whatever we're working on. Hire me. Forget about that other douchebag over there. He got B's on his school because he's lazy, bro. So talk to your manager that way. He'll pick up on that energy, and be, you just tell the truth about it, because if it's true, they want you. I promise you. Even places that say they're not hiring you, if they knew that's how you were, they'd fire one of their underperformers and replace them with you. You would take that job. So, just go crazy monkey mode and, sell all your stuff. Get out of that insane credit card debt. That's so wild to me. Switch 2's coming. No Switch 2. There'll be Switch 3. In 6 years, Switch 3 will be out. And by then, you'll be graduated, working in the field that you went to school for so that it wasn't a wasted investment. You'll have no credit card debt, and you can buy the Switch 3, and all the same stupid games will be there. All the same stupid games. And you can be Peter Pan all over again. Remember Peter Pan? The story of Peter Pan is actually, he's kind of a bad guy, Peter Pan is. Peter Pan syndrome, a kid forever, right? He didn't want to grow up. So, all your stupid toys will be there in the future, but you got grown-up stuff for a little while. So just focus on that. And when all your ducks are in a row, then you can go have fun, and it'll be so stress-free. It'll actually feel really good. All the stress will come off your shoulders. And I know this because Karis and I already did it. We went through it together. So that's my advice. Anyways, that's a lot of talking. It's 4:30. I'm going to hop off now, guys. I'll see you later, okay? I'm hopping off. Thank you guys for being here. We'll be back on for the Thursday daytime stream. All right. See ya.